Welcome, Martha. How are you doing today? We are here on your podcast. We're going to talk about, I think, a really timely topic called Am I Ready to Make a Career Change? I think this is so awesome because everybody is looking to do something like that, or if they haven't already, they will soon. Many people ask this question several to many times during a lifetime, probably more now lately, but sometimes we start a career only to find out later it is not for us. Very few people who get a degree usually work in their area of study, or sometimes a person gets a degree just to have that diploma without really wanting to continue in a new field. Martha, what is the best advice you can give someone who is thinking about making a career change, specifically to another industry?
Okay, well, a career change can either be it can be many things. It can be a promotion within your industry. It can be a different job within your company, or it could be leaving a company totally and going to another company, either in the same industry or career or different. So there's so many things that constitute what is a career change that we almost can't give you one answer for everything. But the best thing I can give as far as advice is, if you decide for any reason that you want to change industries, change positions, learn something new, just make a minor change, a major change, whatever, don't be in a hurry. Do your homework first. I find that most people, even when they are looking for work in their given field, get out there and they start throwing resumes around without really doing some personal homework, personal reflection on what it is that they really want. So, bottom line, regardless of whatever you're doing in the job search process, don't be in a hurry. Do your homework first.
So tell me a little bit more detail about what types of things should you be doing, and to get out of that concept of hurry and maybe make some bad decisions. What kinds of things should you be doing at that particular point in time, Martha?
Okay, I say number one, take stock. Evaluate what is the reason, or there may be many reasons why you feel you have to make a change. Okay, reasons could include, do I enjoy what I do? Oftentimes we decide on a career and we find out later we don't even like it. So we want to make a career change or make some sort of a change. That one question, asking yourself, do I really enjoy what I'm doing or do I not enjoy it anymore, is paramount. But there are other things that will have an impact on that as well. Think about work. Is there anything that's happening at work that's causing stress or anxiety, or is giving you the impression that you got to do something, even though you may not know what it is, you want to do something? Okay. Things like this could be, are you having relationship problems with coworkers? It happens all the time. Difference in personalities, difference in your background, what their personal life is like, the things they bring to work could affect the relationship with anybody at work. So the relationship could be either with coworkers on your level, or it could be with management. Okay. Another reason people want to change either companies or positions, a lack of challenge. It's very important to go to work and feel that you are challenged. At least I would think most people would want to be challenged at work, or it may be lack of a possible promotion, which can be pretty much, intertwined with each other. I have found that in my experience, a lot of people are not exactly unhappy with their salary, but it's a lack of appreciation. Everybody wants to feel valued. And if you've got a situation where you don't get the supposed warm fuzzies or the pat on the back, you're going to feel, I need to leave. nobody values my contribution here. Could be a lack of a good future, maybe more money. And believe it or not, some people make a change because whatever they selected, either in the position or career or company, was a mistake from the very beginning. So do a self-reflection. Consider what might be happening at work that's causing these feelings. That's number one. Now, that is the black and white of it all. Now, there's also emotional things involved in your personal life. If you're married or in a relationship whereby this change could and would affect your family, it would be a good idea to have conversation with your partner. Now, I'm not just saying one conversation, many, because whatever you decide could affect the whole family and impact the relationship with your partner and whomever else might be in your family. So those are the things. And I know it sounds like a lot, but really, Randy, this is very complex. There's not a one size fits all. There are so many circumstances that can affect your feelings and your reasons for wanting to make a change, whatever it is. Take some time to step back, make some notes, talk to people, talk to yourself. Just don't be in a hurry. Do your homework first and analyze what's really, really causing this. You're not going to figure it out overnight. The problem is with a lot of people that they wait too long and they just don't want to go to work, and it becomes a real negative situation. And the best advice is to do your research, do your homework, but don't wait. Don't wait till the situation gets so unbearable that you're ready to flip out and change before you even have an answer to what it is you want to do next. Does that make sense?
Oh, it makes perfect sense, Martha. To your point that you mentioned a few minutes ago, those reasons that you've just discussed do sound like emotional related reasons. Are there any other items that you should, put on the list to consider?
Well, your ability. What about that? If you're going to make any kind of a change, make sure that you can do the work before you make the change. So that's the black and white of it all. So as you can see, the situation isn't something that all of a sudden you get up in the morning and say, well, I'm going to look for a new job, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't work that way. If it does, I can guarantee you're going to be back in the same situation 3 months from now. If you take something that you really are not sure, just to get out of an unpleasant situation, you're going to go through the same thing all over again. And none of us want to do that, right?
Makes perfect sense. So I'm just curious, in some cases, it's easier to make a change within an industry than it is to go to a different industry. So what I'm hearing you say, Martha, is that those types of things, you should factor those in to how long ahead of time you need to start preparing.
Absolutely. All right, look at it this way. You work for XYZ company, you have an XYZ job. The easiest thing to do is to duplicate that same job with the same skills in the same industry. That's the easiest way to make the transition. Now, you could go for a similar job in the same industry, but a similar job, you won't have the same skill set. It might be similar, but there may be some things that you don't know. Obviously, you go to a different job in the same industry. The closest thing that you can find with results that could happen quicker would be the same job, the same skill set, and the same industry. The longest of all would be a different job in a different industry. And there's everything in between. There's too much to go over now, but I will be happy to talk to anybody that would like to find out which way do I really need to go. Do I want to stay where I am in the same job title, same job skills with the same type of company, or do I want to go 100% backwards and go to a different job in a different company? The more changes you will have to make in your position and in the company, it's going to take longer. Bottom line, no other way to slice the cake.
Well, that's great info because you just mentioned that you would be willing to do some free consultations, a free half-hour consultation, because, based on what we're discussing here, Martha, people could have a lot of questions.
To my listeners, if you are at all unhappy for your job for whatever reason, I will be more than happy to give you 1/2 hour free consultation. Let me know what's going on in your life. Let's talk about how you're feeling about what you're doing, what's happening at work, talk about the emotional things that are going on, what's happening with your family, and let's just talk about it. And maybe we can come up with some ideas that will help you through this transition or through this unnerving kind of situation that you're going through. Now, you can go to my website. It's confidencebuilder.net. My phone number is on there. Please go to my website and take my phone number down. Give me a call. Let me know you've listened to my podcast and you would like some information. I want to make a job change. I need some help. I'll be more than happy to talk to you.
Well, that certainly is a very, very valuable and gracious offer. So anyone listening today, I would certainly grab a pen and grab a pen or a pencil or a piece of paper and write the information down, because as I've said many times before, Martha is the sole proprietor of her company, and she has forgotten more about searching for jobs in various industries than most people know. So I would certainly give her a shout, give her a call. She's a wonderful lady and she's very helpful. And once you get on her program, she considers to be, basically a lifelong coach. Yeah.
Absolutely. Once we work together, feel free to call me 5 years down the road. Everybody in my database is by first name. So if you call and say, this is Mr. So-and-so, I won't know who the heck you're talking about. If you say it's John Smith or Barbara Streisand or who else, anybody, I'll remember you. Okay.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Martha. Martha, again, is the sole proprietor of A+ Resumes and Career Coaching. And she is more than willing to sit down and have a visit with you. We have basically, I think we've burned up our time. We need to say thank you for everyone for joining us. And we know you could have been 100 different places, but you weren't. You were here listening to us. And we love that because it's a lot more fun having you with us than not having you with us. So thank you so much for joining us. And we'll catch you again soon on the A+ Resumes and Career Coaching podcast with Martha Rockwell.